What's up, you guys? You will have tapped in live with Amazing Grace, and I am here to drop the Freedom Project download. Take the energy as it resonates. If this light is bothering y'all, excuse me, I apologize. But take the energy as it resonates for you and leave the rest. Your light could be bothering somebody. That's funny. Hold on, let's fix this. So your light could be bothering somebody. It could be triggering them in some type of shape, form, or fashion. Excuse me. Somebody have possibly what I picked up on before we get into the initial download is that either someone is nitpicking or they've been nitpicking, or somebody could start like nitpicking with you. But I feel like you are in this phase, or you're in this energy of being like, or whatever, you have it, good job, good for you. That means that you are in control over what it is that you do, okay, and how you respond to things. And that's a beautiful energy, because I feel like a lot of you guys have had to work on that energy of you having to respond to things that were sent to destroy you, okay. Some Florida water. Anyway, um yeah, I was just picking up on this energy, that it's like what something that used to bother you, it's no longer bothering you. I feel like you've grown from an old cycle, or grown from an old phase in your journey and or your life. I feel like for a lot of you guys, your journey is your life. Somebody may even be have been working on like trying to silence you or get you to walk away or back away from something. And that's a little side note download that I had to give you all before we got into the initial Freedom Project download, because you know I come in, that channel things, I channel energy as soon as I come in. So some of you all may have experienced like an emotional moment, okay. You could have had several, okay, in the past maybe 6 months. You had several emotional moments, and this may have not been for anything specific. You may have just had a cry moment where you needed to cry, or you were having like the ebb and flow of life may have made you emotional, okay. That's neither here nor there. You're not a punk because you shedded a couple tears. It's okay. Um, you're releasing. Remember, crying is a part of healing. It's a part of releasing, okay? It's cleansing. But yeah. So let's get into the initial Freedom Project download, you guys. This is about you or someone close to you or someone you know that has been accused of a crime they did not commit. 1122 is significant. 1122 could be someone's birthday. I'm already picking up on an individual that I'm familiar with who has been accused of some things that they did not do, okay. I think he wants me to kind of talk about him today. The divine maybe wants me to talk about him as well. I've been thinking a lot about him. And if some of you guys are familiar with who I'm about to talk about a little bit, we're not going to do too much, but we're going to Rashad Jamal. Look. D. Smith. You already knew who I was talking about. But that's crazy that you straight off the rip said it like Rashad Jamal. But yes, definitely. Shout out to Rashad Jamal. Free him. We need him out here with us. Our teacher. I was finna drop a video on him, guys, I swear. Yeah, because some of us may have had to like clean up some energy or back away from some things so that we could get our bodies, our vessels in order, so we can proceed in talking about him again, or about his energy of his freedom, of him being released, or him being released from this false narrative. He's already been released from this false narrative. He been in my energy too. Okay, because I was thinking about him hard the other day, and then every day I've been thinking about him. I was thinking about the Lake Lanier story a lot. I actually learned a lot from Rashad Jamal. Like, that was literally, he still is my spiritual teacher, where I learned a lot, and things I may have not been aware of, things that I wasn't aware of, like the Lake Lanier story. I didn't know anything about like the history or what happened in Oscarville, Georgia, or that Oscarville, Georgia even existed until Rashad Jamal kind of, he told us about it. He got very emotional I remember the video. He got very emotional in this particular lecture, in this video, about the history of Lake Lanier and what the history is, and how people perished years ago, like before some of us was born. Like, they washed away a whole like a whole small town or a small city, or like community of individuals, of black individuals. So I wanted to do like a separate video. Yeah, it's a city up under the lake called Oscarville. It's Oscarville residents, banks, churches, schools, cemeteries, so forth and so on, under Lake Lanier. Okay. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you don't know the story, do your research, but it's a lot of spiritual energy that is in the midst of that lake. Okay. So there's been a lot of deaths, a lot of ancestral energy that's coming from that water. Okay, remember, water holds memory. Water carries memory. Those people, the residents of Oscarville, they remember. They're not forgetting their injustices, the accusations. It was some young guys around that time. Don't get me wrong, the dates and the early 19 energy, like, oh, don't get me the line, don't get me just saying stuff, but yes, way back in the day, where slavery was kind of still, where they were still hanging people, where it was this lynch mob energy, where they were threatening the black people of Oscarville, where they were trying to drive them out because of a white girl was raped. It was kind of like Rosewood. If y'all remember the movie Rosewood, white girl was raped, and it just caused a bunch of racial war in the midst of that, and they washed out a whole city. But the whole city and everything in the midst of that city is under Lake Lanier. And people right now to this day, they still go swimming. They still go trying to party and be in the midst of that lake when they know the history behind it. And I feel like they be playing with our people. They be playing on their top. And that is why so much different shit be happening in the midst of that lake. But anyway, let's not get sidetracked. But I had to say some of the energy and some of the history that I was familiar with, that Rashad Jamal taught me about the lake or whatever. And I've been obsessed with the energy of that lake. I've been obsessed with the history of that lake since I found out about what happened. Mind you, we're talking about Rashad Jamal, and yes, he taught us in a lecture about Lake Lanier, for some of us that were not familiar with what happened. But it's a lot of cities, it's a lot of black owned land where our black people had thriving communities that's underwater, y'all, right now here today. And the government has tried to cover up that energy, but Lake Lanier cannot be covered up, honey. It's so much spiritual energy going on when it comes to that lake, and it's beautiful out there. It's absolutely beautiful out there, but it's not. That is their lake. The residents of Oscarville, and I got another download on them in the midst of this whole Lake Lanier thing. I got another download saying that that's their lake. Oscarville, the residents of Oscarville and the surrounding cities that got caught up in the midst of this whole Lake Lanier, this reservoir thing, them washing away the whole situation. That is their lake. That is their land. They want the initial justice that they deserve, and you want to see how they're getting justice, right? The people are dying at that lake. Things are happening at that lake. But anyway, let's not get off subject of Rashad Jamal, okay? Because we all know that he's been accused of a crime that he did not commit. We've known this. This is something that we have stood strong in, that energy of him being released and him becoming free. I've gotten a lot of energy and spiritual energy for the past 2.5 years. For when my ancestors wanted me to cover the energy of his innocence. And I've been picking up on the energy of him being released in August. We just didn't we knew it was coming soon, but we weren't sure if it was August of last year or August of this year. But I really have a strong feeling in my heart and in my soul that it's going to be August of this year, okay? Because the ancestors are back. They've been back. I feel like a lot of the natural energy, like Mother Earth, the energy of Gaia, whatever you want to call it, they're kind of, that energy is here for like some payback. A lot of people are paying out karma for the things that the forefathers, different people, the forefathers that were here before us that may have committed crimes on these different sacred lands, because Planet Kai is sacred land. We know that. For those who don't know that, this is the United States of America is sacred land. It's a lot of crimes that confirmation with 24 and 24. It's something here significant about 2024. Just take the energy as it resonates. A lot of different energy that we've been having to live through as a people, as a community of indigenous beings or African American, Indians, Hispanics, all there. We've had to suffer through what our ancestors have suffered through as well, but now that we're here, now that we know the different things that we need to do as a community and being unified in that energy, I feel like Gaia is also playing a role where the weather is changing. Not just HARP. HARP is not just doing all of this stuff when it comes to the weather. They have a role in it. HARP does. For those who aren't familiar with what HARP is a program that manipulates the weather. Okay, it's a machine that manipulates the weather. It does other things as well. So don't quote me. But anyway, like I said, it's a lot of things that are taking place where a lot of people are coming up missing, a lot of people are passing away, and Mother Gaia Kai, Mother Earth, is cleansing this sacred land. So it's going to be flooding, it's going to be storms, it's going to be tornadoes, it's going to be a lot of different things because of the different crimes that were committed against planet Kai, planet, the United States, this planet, this realm. A lot of injustices that this plane alone, besides what the people have went through, but this plane alone, the disastrous energies of like the polluting of Mother Gaia definitely is paying Gaia back, okay? Because she's definitely here to claim what's hers, all right? We've literally, a lot of us are getting in alignment for nature to take its course, and she feels us getting into alignment. She's right behind us, okay? So that's what I wanted to say about that particular download. As far as nature goes, and the different energy that we have been to bring forth to the chosen ones, to the awakened ones, to the ones that are in this mission, the ones that are a part of this mission. We've been teaching and we've been learning. We have had to be teachers. We have had to be students. But a lot of our teachers, a lot of our grandmaster healers and grandmaster teachers have been taken from us by a corrupt government, by a corrupt justice system, okay? A lot of you guys are familiar. The Larry Hoovers, the Rashad Jamals, it's a few other people that I could name that are locked up on false pretenses or locked up on false narratives, and they're innocent, okay? And their innocence has been screaming. We've been screaming about how our people have been innocent, and they are locked away for whatever reason. A lot of them are dealing with heinous charges that, like, people have the world looking at them crazy, but us, because of who we are, we are united. We have to stand up together to even speak on the energy or bring some type of frequency to get our people free. You know what I'm saying? Let our people go. That's the energy. But yes, of course, we had to talk about Rashad Jamal. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do that today anyway, before his birthday popped up in the... First birthday popped up in the chat. It said 11/22, and that initially gave me like, okay, that's Rashad's birthday, so let's talk about Rashad. That was a divine energy, divine download. But somebody is behind the scenes of this video. They're actually messing with my video as I'm speaking to you guys. Like, everything disappeared. Like, this platform is very hateful. The people behind this platform, the people that work in the midst of the platform, could be the CEOs, YouTube, and these different cults and these different people that have connections where they could hack your devices and stuff. We've been dealing with it for a while, so we're used to it. But anyway, for my collective energy, yes, Rashad Jamal is a part of the collective. Grandmaster teacher, grandmaster healer energy. So yes, we're definitely shouting at the top of our lungs, free Rashad Jamal, and because he is innocent, okay? Anyway, so let's get all the way into it. Some of you guys in my collective, you guys could have literally been accused of something that you did not do. I know that I was accused and tried and jailed for a crime that I did not commit, and I have not talked about this to you guys in a while. I got new subscribers over here that are not really truly familiar that I have been to prison before. I did 4 years and 2 months at the Michigan Department of Corrections for child abuse, a crime that I did not commit. I am innocent, and I stand in my innocence for the rest of my life. I will stand up for myself. And that is why I created the Freedom Project, because I myself have been through the whole political prisoner energy, and having to be a voice for myself and others, okay? It's a lot of us that are under the stipulations of being a political prisoner, to where we have been accused of the worst crimes: child abuse, to criminal sexual conduct against children. Like, it's everything they throw at us. They threw the worst crimes at us so that our people could look at us like, oh, they committed that crime, they did that, or having them in their heads or trying to brainwash them into believing that we committed these crimes. And I wouldn't be standing so strong on the Freedom Project energy and standing up for the injustices that a lot of us have suffered through if in fact we committed these crimes. And I'm speaking for me and other individuals that's a part of this community, or you don't even have to be a part of this community, but if you're innocent, I hear you, I feel you, I know the energy. Anyway, but I also picked up on the energy in the midst of the spiritual community. It's different readers on this platform that have been a part of getting you accused of being this whatever energy. I'm gonna just say whatever energy. Take it as it resonates. Whatever they were trying to make up this false narrative against you, it was readers that were against you with that energy. It's also in these same readers that were against you, they knew that you were innocent the whole time. They still do to this day. I also picked up on the energy of some people being accused that didn't commit a crime, where it's known readers that have actually picked up on the energy of you being innocent, whoever you are that I'm channeling on. Even some readers know, a lot of known readers that are good at what they do. Y'all know I don't come on here to take from nobody. It's people on here that may have committed crimes against you, that may have made mistakes. They're not saints, okay? That have picked up on the energy and they know that you're innocent. You get what I'm saying? So that's neither here nor there. Pretty much, in the eyes of the spiritual law, you are innocent. In the eyes of the divine, the ethereal energy, you are innocent. And this is the Freedom Project, where we stand up for the innocent individuals, or we speak up and speak out against energy of rehabilitation, correct rehabilitation, not just throwing someone's life away and throwing away the key. That we speak up against the injustices over here on this channel. Anyway, I'm even one of those readers that have picked up on innocent individuals, okay? Even where it was other low vibrational karmic ass readers that want to say that he not innocent or she not innocent, she did that, because they work for somebody. They get paid to say that you did some shit they know you didn't do. They get paid to say these different things about you. They get paid to slander you. They get paid to do the propaganda energy. They get money for the energy. Some of them get bullied into saying that you committed a crime that you did not. But we are in the eyes of the divine. Our innocence is held in the eyes of the divine. In the laws of Ma'at, and so forth and so on. As it is above, so it is below. Okay? Anyway, let's get into some tarot when it comes to this energy. Oh, I talked for 24 minutes. Oh, goodness. But yes, I just want to thank the Most High God. Gratitude to the Most High God. My spiritual, for leading and guiding us on the right path and protecting us. Okay? Confirmation, keeping us strengthened in the Most High, in love, light, and healing energy. And I just want to shout out Definitely want to shout out Divine Insight for being a great spiritual teacher, being a great spiritual leader, being a great grandmaster teacher and healer. Um, because that is who taught me about this spiritual journey, and that taught me about who it is that I truly was, and that taught me about self-love and me loving myself and me loving the skin that I'm in. And if for some of y'all that's not familiar with who Divine Insight is, that is Rashad Jamal's spiritual name. All right, so let's get into the messages. Divine Holy Spirit, give us the messages that we need to receive here at this time. If somebody could comment in the chat for me, please and thank you, because I actually lost my numbers up there. They're gone. You know how this platform do. They take what they want to do. So if one of my subscribers, if one of my subscribers could please comment down below to show me that my chat is still here, that I'm still being seen and being heard. Please comment down below for me. I would appreciate it so much. Because I do not want to keep moving. I don't want to move forward if I'm not. That's why I need to get an extra phone so I can see what's going on, because I can't really see what's going on. So, like I said, if one of my subscribers could please comment down below to let me know that my chat is still rolling, because it's not rolling. It actually stopped. It's getting warm in here as well. I want to keep going, but I don't want to keep going if my chat has stopped, because that happens over here. I want to make sure that I'm being seen and heard. Alright, we're going to just keep going. The Chariot. A Cancer could be significant, okay? Could be the police could be under judgment. The Chariot gives me energy of people with a badge. I'm getting energy of badges. The police, the Chariot. They could be in this hangman position, or a Cancer that worked against someone here could be in this hangman position and under judgment. They feeling this bad karma. Somebody that may have been working against you in whatever shape, form, or fashion that you believe they worked against you, it's here. The Judgment card is here. Somebody could definitely be heartbroken with the Three of Swords. Okay, is what I'm also getting. A lot of energy of being judged. Okay. Different corporations, different judges, lawyers, law officials, all under judgment here, because they participated in some type of magic. So they participate in magic. That could be the government. This Hierophant could be the government. People that are in the place, people are in higher places is what I'm getting with the Six of Wands, okay? Somebody's energy is victorious here at this time is too. At this time is what I'm also getting. Yeah. Because you're intuitive, because you have the knowing. Could be a Pisces here. Somebody that's in the public eye. You could be in the public eye, okay? You speak the truth about something or someone. You've been speaking the truth. You're being seen as a teacher. You're being seen as this high priestess energy, okay? Is what I'm getting at work with the Eight of Pentacles. You help people master themselves. You help people. You are teaching and helping someone a collective of individuals master themselves here with this Eight of Pentacles. You bring people into alignment when it comes to this Nine of Cups energy, and you help them in cycles with the world, whoever you are, okay? And you just have, it's people that are super obsessed with your energy. You brought forth things that have been hidden in the darkness. You have brought it to light. You're giving people, or you have given people new opportunities here, okay? Yeah, some type of energy of unity is what I'm also getting. Yeah, you may have done this in the past. This is something that you could still be doing here. You could be a Virgo, or you could have Virgo placements, okay? What else is here for the Freedom Project? You could be in jail. You may have somebody here that I'm channeling on went to jail because they've been this teacher or this high priestess energy, or they have taught people about these new opportunities if they get in alignment for their initial assignment, because everybody has an assignment. Everybody has a place in the world to do the right thing is what I'm getting as well. To bring balance and unity, okay? You may have had to walk away from lovers. You may have had to walk away from a partnership. You may have had to walk away from family that these people might have been a part of, getting you locked up or betraying you in some type of shape, form, or fashion, okay? The justice system. They worked with the justice system, okay? It's what I'm also getting. Justice is here. It was all a plan. Two of Wands. To attack you down so they could attack you more. So they could attack the truth more. It was all being done to work against you. Three of Pentacles. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here to come up against you here with the Five of Swords. Okay? Because I feel like I lost my chat, I've been here for 30-some minutes already. Something could be specific about the month of November, December, and or January. Something here about the truth is being exposed. You exposed the truth that for an online community maybe. Okay. Somebody could definitely be in jail. And I feel like somebody here was placed in jail. Because the reason why this happened, because you were placed in jail, was because you were exposing the truth. This is what I'm also getting. A white man could be significant. The last name White is significant, okay? Something here is significant about spiritual justice, spiritual gifts. Somebody here was lying on someone. They got paid to lie for someone. It says they're lying for this person. So somebody, a cult. A cult worked against you, maybe, is what I'm seeing here for some of you guys. A cult worked against you, and they provided some type of false evidence against you. The month of April, May, and June could be significant. Some type of nostalgic energy is here. Something from the past, okay? Solar plexus energy is here. Somebody needs to work on their solar plexus. A new opportunity being presented. Okay, they presented a karmic lover, a karmic feminine was presented some type of new opportunity. Let's get a closing message. This person was truly the troublemaker in your life, okay? Whoever this person was. They could have a birthday either on or about April, May, or June, or that around that time is significant. Definitely karmic energy, some type of obsessive energy here, okay? It was some karmic readers involved. It was a boss or a CEO of a company involved. that they may have even poisoned you. You dealt with some type of poison. They did this in the past. It's something significant about the past. The past is here. A baby mama. Somebody's baby mama was a part of this energy as well. And some karmic friends as well. So a baby mama, some karmic friends. For some of y'all, baby daddy was involved. Some of y'all may have even... Some of y'all may have not been jailed for this accusation or in any accusation, okay? Some of y'all have, but it's some people here that, like, the courts know that you're innocent. They can't find anything to put you in jail for. And you're trusting your intuition. You're very intuitive, and they want you to shut up. And that is why they wanted you to shut up. They thought they could shut you up by placing you in jail. Or for y'all that are not in jail, that are still speaking the truth about injustices here, they want you to shut up. And that's what I'm getting. And the judge knows the truth. The truth. There is changes being made. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Take the energy as it resonates, you guys. I love you all so much. The only reason why I'm stopping this reading, and I may not even have to, but I'm going to stop it, because it looks like my whole chat done stopped. And if it did, I get it. It's what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. So I definitely get it. But I saw where my numbers were taken away. The numbers of how many people are in the chat, or, you know, how many likes or whatever. That part got taken away. I'm only seeing 0 and 0. Where it's like super chat, super thanks. There's nothing here, you guys. So I'll see y'all soon. And thank you for being here, for those who tapped in with me. And I'll see y'all later.